Good. Are we on? I would hope so. Hello, everybody. Oh boy, God, I look awful. What has happened to me? Really good. We're on. We're good. Let me get this situated. I'm supposed to wait every time I start. People say they don't. Jesus. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. It is I. It is me. It is Sunday. Coffee, underwear. I'm in Houston. I'm in a hotel in Houston. It is hot. Is hot, and I'm just sweat. It just smells like sweat. It's quite disgusting, actually. Nevertheless, we're gonna get through it. The underwear today, as you can see, there's a mint. It's a little mint Calvin business. It's a fun time. It's a fun thing that we're all having. We're all going to do. I'm not going to stay too long today. Probably just 30 minutes because I have to get back on the road. We're going to Austin. We're driving through Texas. Big time stuff. There's so many things to see. There's so many museums. One of the wonderful crew members sent me a list of museums: the National Funeral History Museum, the Texas Quilt Museum, the world's largest dime in a box. Okay, so this is something that bothers me, is when these things try to be novelties or record setting and then not even a real version of that thing. Anytime a thing is like the world's largest, like we were in Chesterfield, Virginia, and it was like the world's biggest teapot. Okay, let's go. So of course, I'm in. It's the middle of the town. They built this whole fucking town around it. The teapot is wood. It's not a functional teapot. It's just a structure in the shape of a teapot. We could do this with anything. It really bothers me. I will say, before we go any further, it behooves you to watch the latest AEW with fucking Glacier. What a gem, what a man, what a legend. And I don't like using that term, but I have no choice. He wore his original gear. His heavy ass, it was in a suitcase specifically for it. His original suitcase and his original gear. You'll learn about everything. Eric Bischoff, DDP, karate, Mortal Kombat, everything is discussed. He has a wonderful movie called The Unbreakable Bunch. Go like, go watch, go comment, go share, go repost. Twitter doesn't like when you put YouTube links, so we have that going against us. Nevertheless, we're going to get through it. Red Dog said, hung up in Houston. Is that a euphemism? For what? Nomek said, I wonder if he'll go live at the regular time or not for another hour. So the problem is, this is where I fucked up. There's a time difference here. It's earlier here, so it was actually 8:30 in Texas. So I put 9:30 thinking, Miss Annie said, good morning, everyone. Vanessa said, it's been a while, but I thought, oh God, I'm so far behind. Why not check out the 7th anniversary episode of Coffee and Underwear? This is the 7th anniversary? Well, here we are. Let's look back at all those wonderful memories of this. Thank you. And I, in turn, will respond by saying I found out Vanessa's birthday is Monday. So good for her. Everyone be nice to her. 7 years. Isn't that awful? I remember when I first started this and I was at total rock bottom and I had nothing. I had nothing going for me. I had nothing to do. And here we still are. I remember the first episode, it was all on Facebook because that's where my audience was because of the Cynical Crafter on CBC. And now I'm going to get into a rant. Like, you don't realize, like, the politics and the algorithms of, like, all these social platforms. And it's like, we're pushing these kind of videos, pushing this kind of videos. Blah, blah, blah. And, like, Facebook had this big push to go live. This is how it all started. Facebook had this big push to go live. The Cynical Crafter videos were doing very well on Facebook. YouTube, CBC did not figure out yet. So YouTube was doing fucking dick. But Facebook, it was like taking off. I was like, this is fucking fantastic. I think it turned out that Facebook like cooked the books and inflated the numbers and shit. But anyway, what had happened was Facebook was doing this big pitch thing to go live. And I was like, well, we have to go live. I was pitching stuff to CBC. And they were not doing it. They were nervous. They were dragging their feet. And, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I'll fucking do it. I'll do it myself. I don't need your fucking shit. And so one day I had made a joke online that I'm going to stream myself making coffee in my underwear. Which, I mean, I did drink coffee on Sunday mornings. Anyway, I enjoyed doing that. And then Tommy Dreamer said, you might as well. You know, it's not any more stupid than what everyone else is doing. And I thought, well, that's a fair point. And now here we are. So thank you. Miss Andy said, Glacier was such a happy guest. I learned more about his backstory in 19 minutes today than WCW ever told it. Hey, I will say, hey is educational at least. Neil said, good morning all from ice cold to hot. Ash said, happy Super Bowl Sunday. Go Birds. Original Sin. I'm here because Mortos drinks hot coffee and their boxers was canceled this week. Let's make the best of this. Lauren said, RJ, do you have a favorite all-time Super Bowl commercial? Also, Go Birds. I like that one where it's Jay Leno, Letterman, and Oprah sitting on the couch. That's my favorite one. No, there's a Chevy Chase Doritos commercial. I think it's just fantastic. AKA Baldy's been a member for 32 months. Just said Mauve Beret. Neil said, please go to these museums and take pictures from members. I probably can't stay too long at those museums either. So I've got work to do because we're doing Dynamite. We're taping a day before. So Dynamite will be taped on Tuesday. And then Wednesday we go to Australia. I'm not ready for it. I've never been before. James Elmer, Kook from Splat-A-Lot. I thought, oh, I'll see him. Turns out Australia is large. It's like Australia is almost as big as a country. And he's like, I said, no, I got to fucking fly hours. He's like, that's crazy. But Wendo, my dear friend who played Scab, does live in Brisbane, so I may see her. Matthew said, hey, RJ, how was the cruise? And I think you have a blast. The cruise is so good. No, the cruise is fantastic. It's hectic and busy. I also worked while I was on the cruise. It's hard because you got the weird Wi-Fi. It was lovely. It was lovely to see everyone again. Oh my God. Don't do this. You know, I ordered the coffee and they did this. Don't do that on my fucking coffee. I don't care if it's earnest or ironic. That's not what I want. Oh God. The cruise was a lovely time. The improv show was something else. I don't know if anyone in the chat was on the cruise and at the show, but it was something else. The lineup of the improv show was Big Bill, Harley Cameron, Tony Storm, the Outrunners, and Mark Briscoe. That was unbelievable. And Harley was on one. Tony was fantastic. And in the crowd, special guest Juice Robinson, which was wonderful. The show was stressful. Look, I'm happy everyone liked the show. It was stressful for me to host. And then the next day, I think the 2 days later, we did In Conversation with Tony Storm, which was a great time. We had a wonderful time. Electronic said, Glacier loves to laugh. A joy. Oh my God, I'm so far behind. I'm just talking to myself. Nell said, "Happy cultiversary to me. Can we get Sebastian Maniscalco Super Bowl predictions? How about those Chiefs? This is what I mean about they go half time, they play until they say that's enough. You know what I need? If they're throwing the ball and getting hit in the head and getting the CTE, I want to hear 3 songs. I want to see a bunch of lights and fireworks. Okay. Does that work? Is that enough for you?" Sean said, "Mass confusion on the streets, hysteria on the balconies. Is he live? Is he here?" I'm so far behind. Nell says, "Who's been here for 7 years? Is Michelle here?" I'm sure she has. I've only been around for 6, I'm afraid. What a fucking loser. Sean said he responded to a tweet and I was in from there. James said, "Vanessa, on birthdays, just pick an age and stick with it." Nell said, "I remember you from my start, Sean." Oh my God, everyone's reminiscing. Mass Sanity said, "Did you see Maven posted a video of himself having a meeting with Perry Saturn?" Yeah, not something I would do. I wonder if Saturn remembers our interaction. I'm sure he does not. Manuel said, "What's your favorite movie or TV show centered around a glacier?" I don't know if it's centered around a glacier, but Cabin Boy. Sean said, "I'd support your pivot away from video." So these platforms will dictate the kind of content you see. And Facebook will say, "Hey, we're doing short form, or we're going live, or we want long videos." And then here we are at CBC, or even when I worked for WWE, they were getting the same directions to say, "Oh, they're pushing this," and like that informs the content. It's this one fucking guy. It's a fucking Zuckerberg, because you know how funny he is. You know what great video content he makes. Saying, "Oh, we're going to do it like this." And everyone's like, "Oh, great. Now all my videos have to be like this." Vanessa said, "I went back and watched the first Coffee and Underwear yesterday. What a difference. You seem so nervous, but you handled it like a champ." Well, it was very hectic. I remember there was something about furniture. Someone got in the chat thinking it was a furniture auction. I didn't know what was going to happen. How was I to know? Mass Andy said, "I don't know your interest in these, but I'll also be working Bruce Valanche and Kelsey Grammer book signings over the next few months." Bruce Valanche, I'm very interested in. I listened to his new Oscars podcast. Kelsey Grammer, I don't need a fucking book. Kelsey, this whole thing with him and Ted Danson, they didn't speak for 30 years. And then I looked it up, and Danson was on Becker, and Danson was on Frasier. I'm like, well, this doesn't make any sense. They're both full of shit. Both talk about work. Nell said, "I love hearing people's RJ origin stories, old and new. I hope someone is here for the first time, too. Oh, please document the trip over for us. Like, take all the pictures and let us live vicariously." Sean said, "I blew my highlighted milestone chat on a dumb joke, but I've been coming to these streams throughout a lot of turmoil in my life, and the consistency of your wit and love for your fans has been a welcome port in many a storm." Okay. It's not my fault you're in turmoil. I didn't cause the turmoil. Jesus, Sean. It's dropping a lot on me. Question for you, RJ. Do you think a Bray Wyatt something like that with Tony Storm will have been amazing? I think you will have a blast writing that. Do you agree? Yep. AKA Baldy said, "Finally, the interview I've waited years for. Former WCW legend Glacier." All the questions are answered. Efren is here saying, "I love messages on my coffee." Well, get a pen and knock yourself out. Write a whole fucking letter. Ash said, my friend AJ talked to you on the cruise and said you had a passionate conversations about Tony Paco's. Yeah, because they were like, "Oh, we're from Toledo." And I was like, I went to Tony Paco's. It was the worst place I've ever been to in my life. Ricky said the improv show was amazing. Harley was on another level. A new Prince Nana has appeared. Ricky said, "Unfortunately, I brought the flu back with me." I think there's a fucking, yeah, it's all cruise related. Christine said, how freaking tall Glacier is. Also, my husband was very curious about how you're flying to Australia, commercial charter, and as a fellow tall person, he hopes you'll be as comfortable as possible. We're going commercial, but I think it's a flight with like everybody on it, which I hate. I hate flying with people I work with. It's an office in the air. I've learned to like, I don't know. Because when you sit next to people you work with, I can't sleep. I don't need you seeing what I'm doing on my phone, what perverted things I'm doing on my phone. Bill said, isn't the Fortress of Solitude in Superman a glacier? That's an interesting question. Siri said, hey, RJ, when are the gaming videos coming? Soon. They're coming soon. Maybe within the next month or so, they will be coming back. Also, there's, I think, one more pack of the AW Upper Deck cards I have to open. I'm going to do it, and it's going to be a nice time. The gaming videos are going to come back. I have a bunch of those old Sega games to get through. I also bought the new Power Rangers game, which I think I want to get through. I think that'll be nice level by level. Maria said, I'm here to bid on the hotel. I have no idea what this is. Oh, we're talking about the furniture? Is that the thing? Christine said, wait, this isn't a furniture auction. I've been waiting to bid on a chaise lounge. We'll start it at $40. Nail said, does commenting on the video still push it to the front page and liking? Literally write anything in the Hey videos, even just hello, and it should help, I'm sure. Yes, I will say. And look, I mean, they've already posted more videos from last night. So, like, it's like lost in the feed. It's very fucking frustrating. I don't know why they do that. But I will say the Hey videos have like this constant, unique engagement of people commenting on it, which is great, which is wonderful all the time. And then the clips last forever. There's so many fucking Hey clips. And then fucking Fightful uses the Hey thumbnails for everything. Every guest from Hey should try to live as long as possible. Because when they fucking die and Fightful reports it, they're going to use the Hey thumbnail. Nell said that's actually a great merch idea for the cult. Coffee cups with personalized sass written on them. Yeah, okay. You fucking make them, Nell. Efren said the dinosaur your barista put on your coffee must be a Crankosaurus, and I love Bruce Phalange. You loving Bruce Phalange, Efren? Get the fuck out of here. Matthew said, hot take. I want AW to do this with a Luther, an inspiration movie from 1928 movie, The Man Who Laughs, which is the inspiration for the Joker. Sirius said, what's your favorite film? The King of Comedy. Three Amigos is very good. And Under the Tuscan Sun. Ricky Lynn said, what perverted things are you doing on your phone while on a plane? None of your business. That's my point. None of your fucking business. Mass Andy said, Lewis Black has a joke about flying to Australia. He said, after flying for 14 hours, the people on the other side should have the courtesy of speaking a different language. That's great. I mean, I'm excited. On the way back, I have a lie down seat. On the way going, I have it's not first class. It's better than economy. It's not first. We're going to figure it out. Bill said, would Bruce Phalange be a good guest on Hey? Oh, my God, I would love that. Vanessa said, yes, the first coffee and underwear people were looking to buy your couch, and hacker Scotty O'Shea was asking if anyone else was furiously masturbating. And the answer is always. James said, Bruce Phalange was hilarious on Hollywood Squares. Also wrote a bunch of TV. What is on my eyebrow? Bunch of specials. James said, I had dinner myself for my birthday and just spent time relaxing. Well, good for you. Christine said, The Three Amigos is infamously good. You see, infamous is when you're more than famous. This man El Guapo is not only famous, he's infamous. The infamous? Infamous? Will you play anything besides 2D games? Why don't you mind your fucking business? I've done that a bunch of times. Sea of Thieves, Serious Sam, a fucking Fight Forever. I just have that Sega thing where it's like 50 Sega games in one game, and I was like, I want to get through these all. They're perfect for videos because I don't want to play them that long. James said, thanks for the belated wishes from you and Lawrence, and hope you have a great birthday. Get Bruce is a good documentary about Bruce Willis. Thank you, Bill. Nail said, how's David? He's not been around lately. Where did I put my phone? I just spoke to him last night. He's good. He's good. Everything's good. Everything's okay. Matthew said, I was thinking of this. I did the idea of a male Hollywood starlet that debuts in AEW. Mariah May falls in love. But here's the twist. The male turns on Mariah, roles reverse. What do you think? Yep. James said, how's Dalton? Also good. Also great. What am I responsible for all these fucking people? Siri said, if you didn't get into the wrestling business, what would you be doing for a living? If I had hit total rock bottom with any sort of entertainment wrestling stuff, and I had to go like what totally off in another direction, I would work. I think I would work at a library. I think I would have made a great librarian. I really, really do. And sometimes I go to a library and I feel very like calmed. Oh, this is where I belong, like that kind of thing. Neil said, how are you, RJ? Awful. I clearly. Vanessa's talking about sushi for some reason. Sean said, RJ, I have a pitch for a thing you should write. Isn't that nice? See, this is the other thing. It's like, let's fucking say you pitched in this chat the legitimate best idea ever of all time. I'm going to fucking read it and say, I should take this idea live, recorded, and steal it and use it. Makes zero fucking sense. Miss Annie said, it's appropriate that you had glacier on today. We got a 2.5 inches of snow overnight. I'll be dealing with that a little bit later. Well, that's why he did that PSA about global warming. Arabi said, I can't believe anyone could have anything to complain about the games RJ played when he played Beyond Oasis. I'm going to suffer through the rest of those games. There's like 3 shelves of the games on the Rec Show thing. I'm not even through the first shelf. Joseph said, from the 90s, which finisher would you most like to take and which would you least like to take? Love the heart punch. Always. Would not want to take the Shaker Heights, the Beverly Brothers move, because they were killing people. Hello, John Woodmiss. Matthew said, RJ City, tell me 3 wrestlers that never break character on TV in history. W. Stein said, what's your favorite Yahoo Serious movie? Are all these comments being written by AI? Vanessa said, RJ, how burned out are you now compared to how burned out you'll be after Australia? Maybe that'll set me right. Maybe I'll be so burnt out that it'll come all the way around. Christine said, I'm not sure you have the patience to be a librarian, respectfully. Fucking really, Christine? Maybe it's the environment that I'm in now that's testing my patience. Maybe libraries move at a fucking reasonable, logical pace with a process, you know? Molly said, I can totally imagine you with Mr. Ambrose, the librarian, on Bob's Burgers. Nail said, I actually think my coffee cups is the best idea I've had here. I can't write pitches, though. It'll be all Danhausen. Electronic said, if you see a Hungry Jack's in Australia, don't get confused. It's just what Burger King is called down under. James said, Christine, I could see RJ being a better librarian than Peter Avalon. Fucking exactly. Major FOMO said, the flu is making RJ salty this morning. This is not the flu. Mass Annie said, who's your favorite heart puncher? Ox Baker, Stan Stasiak, or Crush? I liked Stan Stasiak. Fuck. Guy was great. Nell said, maybe we are the problem. He's so cranky and anxious. Well, I'm fucking spending all my time talking to you. Siri said, would you rather have no games but infinite bacon? But game or games... Would you rather have no games but infinite bacon, but games infinite bacon? But look, I will take games over bacon. One will kill you. Ash said, oh, that's some good sass for you. Christine, you can make anything, let's be honest. James said, hey, RJ, Godspeed and God bless. You don't tell me Godspeed and God bless. Vanessa said, Harley's not here. Can we end it on a fart anyway? No. Vidra Sprim said, my little buttercup has the sweetest smile. Dear little buttercup, won't you stay a while? Come with me where moonbeams paint the sky, and you and I might linger in the sweet by and by. Oh. I will say, yesterday there was a National Lampoon's Vacation marathon on, and the fucking the first movie is as close to perfect as you're gonna get. European Vacation is so bad that you need to like really sit and watch it closely to appreciate how bad. Christine, a wonderful goldenrod tribute, and that's adorable. It was sweet of you. Sean said, I'm surprised Harley has never asked you to sing a balloon till it pops. Nell said, wow, that's so easy to change his mood. Vanessa said, do I get a free song for my birthday to go out on? Song of your choice. Listen to me. It's very okay. Matthew said, RJ, we'll love to see a Hollywood backlot brawl in AEW. That match is so unique. And next year is the 30th anniversary of Goldust versus Roddy Piper. That's why it's a good idea. Harley's ventriloquism is great. Brian Last said it may be the best he's ever seen, and he wasn't being sarcastic. How many ventriloquists has the guy seen? Some things you shouldn't say best I've ever seen, because you don't want to see that many of them. I'll sing My Little Buttercup, because I already sang it. My little buttercup has the sweetest smile. Dear little buttercup, won't you stay a while? Come with me where moonbeams paint the sky, and you and I might linger in the sweet by and by. Oh, my little buttercup, with your eyes so blue. Ah, little buttercup, your dream come true. You and I will settle down in a cottage built for two. Oh, dear little buttercup, I love you. James said, can I get a free birthday song request too? Mine was yesterday. You're paying for it. No, I'm fucking leaving. I just said the show. Does anyone hear how bad I sound right now? Does anyone hear how bad I sound right now? Why the fuck would you want another song? Here you go, James. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, and there's never a boast or brag. Should all acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. Shit. What the fuck? See, shit. I'm leaving. Fuck everybody. Underwear. Coffee. Godspeed. God bless. Go watch Hey. Go watch. You got time. Go fucking watch it. Do me a favor for once.